Happy birthday to me. I'm so glad I was born from the heart of Creator source. Happy Earth Day to me. From beginningless beginning all the way to the endless end. Love you, family and friends. Share this magic with me. Happy Ascension to me. I love me so. Ow! Hey, hey. Okay, my beloveds, thank you so much for sharing this wonderful moment with me. Taking a moment to be acknowledging of my sacred self, and I say thank you, sweet self, for carrying me all of these years and these 69 turns around the sun. Thank you so much for this robust and juicy body that is so full of vibrancy and ascension frequency and the capacity to be a blessing unto all others. Thank you, Divine Self, for making it through the birth canal alive and becoming, aligned with social skills as a little child and getting through all of the craziness of the teenage years. Thank you for carrying me through all of these experiences. Thank you so much for my being a catalyst as a blessing unto all beings. Thank you for the resonance of ascension that is so alive, well, and present within every cell of my being. I love you, sweet self. I acknowledge you so much. I am so honored and blessed and pleased to be me, my own self. Oh, my beloveds, I just want you to hold space for me and to be in the acknowledgement that I'm loving this one so much. And so this journey began on January 26th of 1951. I am now 69 turns around the sun, and yes, I said it, 69 turns around the sun, and still a whippersnapper, and will never join the over the hill gang, because I am the captain of the top of the hill gang, and I'm so grateful to be able to have this robust and juicy body, at this many turns around the sun, and to be an example of the vibrancy that was meant for all of us. We were never meant to age in decrepit ways. We were always meant to flourish. We were always meant to be this resonance of exuberance, because we are the stuff that eternity is made of. And I do acknowledge that for my own self. So thank you for holding space for me as I acknowledge this resonance of this being that I am. As I said, the journey started, on January 26th of 1951, and born to Elizabeth Moore and James Foster. And I was born as Eric Victor Moore. And even though I never had the opportunity to actually know my father, I thank you, beloved James Foster, for being the catalyst by which I could be born. Even though you were not physically a part of my life, you sponsored me into incarnation, and I absolutely love you for that. And I love you, my beloved mother, and all of the struggles that you went through in my upbringing with me as an only child, and your struggle with alcoholism, and I honor that that was your path. And everything that you were, beloved mama, is absolutely what I needed. If you'd have been one iota different, you couldn't have been my mama, because I needed to learn and grow through all of those struggles that came as a result of having you as my mama and struggling through alcoholism and things of that nature. And thank you for allowing me, Mama, to be the catalyst for you to stop drinking in my early 20s, and that you never took a drink after that. And thank you for receiving my counsel, allowing me to initiate you into Reiki, allowing me to do readings for you, and the great nickname that you had for me, the Good Shepherd. Call me Shep for short. And Mama used to say, Shep, you are so wise, you should have been my daddy. I don't know how I got to be your mama, Shep. You should have been my daddy. That's what Mama used to say to me. And she transitioned 3.5 years ago. So I'm loving you, Mama, here from flesh, as I am arcing to you over there in spirit and receiving your arcing of love from that plane of spirit. Now, thank you, Divine Creator, for getting me through the craziness at age 16 and leaving my mama's house and in the treacherous ghettos of Chicago and living on the streets for about 3 years before I learned how to take care of myself. And then all of the role models of my life at that time in those ghettos of Chicago was pimps and hoes and gangsters and thieves and con men and con women and drug salesmen. And I was a part of that treachery from age 16 until 22. And thank you, Divine Creator, for keeping me safe and keeping me protected, keeping me from being murdered, keeping me out of the penitentiary, because there were some treacherous things I had to get through. And so I am grateful for all of the turbulence of my life, for all of those really stinky situations that I was in. And thank you for giving me the presence of mind and heart to use it for fertilizer in the awareness that it is wise not to despise it. Use that dung to fertilize it, for life's greatest connoisseur gets the best crops from the best manure. And I thank you, Divine Creator, for sending that woman into my life, Mellow Mama, at age 21 to begin to turn my life around. And falling in love with her and being pissed off about being in love, didn't want to feel that way about anybody. And yet the universe had to slow me down so that I could come into a place of universal love, come into a place of loving everyone. And so I'm so grateful for the trials and tribulations that have led me to where I am now. And being now on this spiritual path for 46 years. Oh my God, it's been a wonderful, maybe it's 47 years, but anyway, it's been a long journey that I've been, doing my spiritual work. Started at age 21, and thank you for the light coming on at age 21, and knowing that my role was to be a catalyst for the upliftment of others. And even the struggles that I went through, even as a spiritual man and a spiritual teacher, and having to learn to honor the boundaries of women and all of that kind of thing, struggling through that, having big sexual juice and having to learn how to manage that energy. And thank you so much, Divine Creator, for bringing me to a place where I now hold that energy in a good way. An apology to you, my beloved sisters, for the times in my ignorance when I stumble and I fail and I didn't have a pristine mastery over that juice, and any dishonorings that came your way. I say, please forgive me for that. And at the same time, I say, thank you, Divine Creator, for this empowerment that has come over me as a result of my stumbling and as a result of my falling. And even when I fell down, I got up stronger than I was before I went down. And so I'm in big acknowledgement of myself on this day. And I ask you, beloveds, to share this frequency with me. I'm so sacredly drunk in this vibration. And on yesterday, I even had a moment where the ego wanted to tempt me to get caught up into bemoaning the things that were not exactly the way that I want them to be in my life. And oh my goddess, in this moment, I am not bemoaning anything, and I am empowered by everything. And I share a counterpart of this vibration with you and with every one of us. Oh, I'm so honored and grateful that I was born. I'm so honored and grateful for the catalyst of transformation that I am in so many lives. I'm so grateful that I have the presence of mind and heart to celebrate myself and to love myself. And I'm so grateful to understand that the only prerequisite that I require for loving me is that I live, move, and have my being, that I am being itself. So grateful that I am following the example of my Creator, who loves me not based upon my doing, achieving, or creating, but loves me and validates me based upon my being. And so I'm so grateful that that's how I now validate myself, because here I am, sitting inside of my own existence, living and moving and having my being. And so I celebrate myself this day, and I say thank you to all of you beloveds who have acknowledged me for this, my Earth Day, my birthday, my another turn around the sun, and I call it my happy eternal birth, and happy eternal birth unto you also when you come upon your sacred moment of another turn around the sun. So I think I'd like to conclude this with playing myself a didgeridoo healing. So hold space for me as I offer this frequency of the didgeridoo in honor of my sacred Earth Day. I love you so much. Oh my goddess, what a wonderful eternal moment. I appreciate love you. I appreciate love me. I appreciate love the universe. And I appreciate love this wonderful new turn around the sun.